Hi, Nick here, and this is the lesson 11 alternative assignment. So, I guess what I'm going to discuss here in this video is not so much anything like specific as far as concepts and things we've learned. I'm going to more so talk about like the overall impact that this class has had on me, and I hope you can hear. I'll shut this fan off. But I want to more so talk about the impact this class has had on me, and like just my life this past summer. It's funny. It was a good time to get enrolled in this class because right now I'm living with my mom, and we have like some issues that go back way far from when I was a child. Like my parents were divorced and everything. And, I grew up with my dad, so naturally I have some issues with my mom. But um, when it's helped. A lot of these lessons, though, especially like the lesson on power and talking about relational power and perception and just just understanding where another person is coming from can help you handle conflicts in the future better. And I actually have not had as many issues with my mom since that lesson, oddly enough. So I guess I learned something from it. But yeah. So as far as power goes with my mother, she still thinks of me as like her. I'm trying to explain where I'm coming from and how I can relate this to uh, power messages. But when it comes to her and I, she kind of babies me. She kind of thinks I'm still like a little kid because I kind of grew up before her eyes, like before she even knew it, because I lived with my dad for a long time. So at times I don't know, she tends to forget I'm 23, and I've been to college and I've been doing things on my own for a while. And that's natural with any mother and son. Nothing special there, but when it comes to conflicts and stuff, she still thinks sometimes that she can order me around and say certain things. Like she gets in my face sometimes when it gets real heated arguments, and it's like I I used to get really mad back at her, but now I understand like the perception where she's coming from, and she wasn't really able to exercise her motherly power over me and influence me and raise me the way she wanted to. So um, I understand where she's coming from more so now after you know reading some of this stuff in our book. Um, but yeah, it's some profound stuff, really. If you really pay attention to what we read and dissect it and think about it, which I have, it can help in real life applications. And I don't know. I think the biggest thing that I've taken away from this class is understanding other people's perceptions and really literally taking the time to think over in your head where they're coming from, what state they're in, what predispositions they have to certain conflict styles. Like I know my mom's predispositions with her conflict styles. I know how she reacts when I say a certain thing, or how she's going to react when I try to argue with her about. I guess I'm being pretty vague here, but this class has been really helpful for me, and I think I know that I will remember lessons that I've taken from this class in years to come, because it's really valuable knowledge for life, really. Um, but yeah, so I think what I really want to stress here is that I've learned the most about perception in this class, and just seeing where the other person's coming from. And it may seem like an easy topic for me to just kind of spout off and talk about, but uh, it's affected me in my life, and I think actually our relationship, my mother and I, our relationship has actually gotten better um, since I've gone over some of this stuff, because it's not. What I gotta understand is, even though she feels that way about me, it's not all her. When we get into arguments and get into conflicts, it's also on me. It's the way I react and the way I perceive things. So this class has matured me a little bit, I suppose you could say. um, but yeah, I really appreciate just the communication that you've had with me this whole class, and just giving me good feedback on all my essays too, because I did better and better each week, and I really did learn from this class. It's one of the few classes in my majors that I really think will help me in life like years from now. So, all right, enough sucking up. That's about it. I've had a great time with this class. It's been a challenge. It's been a tough challenge because I don't, it's a lot of essays, and nobody loves writing, and especially during the summer. But I actually enjoyed this class. I learned a lot from it, and you'll probably hear from me next week too in the lesson 12 assignment. But that's it for now. Thank you. I hope you could hear me well. I'm going to rewatch this, make sure. Thank you.